Hi, beauties. Welcome to this guided journey in healing with the Divine Masculine. We're about to go on a guided meditation journey where you will be connecting with the frequency of the Divine Masculine in your life as well as inside of yourself in order to find a greater connection and relationship with this frequency in how it shows up in your everyday reality, in how you interact with the men in your life, as well as creating global healing for the Divine Masculine on the planet at this time. And so to prepare for this journey, you're going to want to find yourself in a nice, quiet, and private space where you can be alone and undisturbed. You're going to want to have some maybe nice blankets, make yourself really comfortable, have some tea, shut off your phone, shut off everything but this video so that you can really be fully present to the journey. So just a few words before we get started. I just wanted to share a little bit about the importance of this work and how it can radically change things in your life. Each one of us has the Divine Masculine frequency within us. And for many of us, we haven't had a great relationship with men or the Divine Masculine growing up. In fact, most of us have not had it present in our lives at all. We've had the archetypes and energies of the wounded masculine. And this maybe has shown up as, father figures that weren't around or weren't emotionally available. Maybe abusive male figures in your life, those who have suppressed their emotions, who have been unable to express themselves and have resorted to violence. We're finally starting to see a shift in the world around how men are treated as well. And, growing up, a lot of men don't have space. They didn't have space for their emotions to feel, to cry, to feel the range of their emotions. And for a lot of men, the only emotions that were considered acceptable by society were the emotions of strength and stoicness and anger. And so for a lot of men, they're starting to really come back into feeling in their hearts, starting to access their emotions and their energy. And I know for myself, growing up, I did not have any positive male influences. And so without having a positive male influence in your life growing up, what happens is it anchors in the wounded masculine frequency. And, that can look like being attracted to people that will abandon you, right? Or, being attracted to emotionally unavailable people. We see this happen a lot because what happens is you haven't activated the Divine Masculine within because you didn't have someone to support you, and so you have to figure out how to do that for yourself. And when you're growing up and you don't understand why you're attracting these experiences that actually are not good or are not positive, and it forces you to look inside and heal your relationship to the masculine, right? And so with this guided meditation, with this guided journey, you're going to be possibly connecting and healing and forgiving people in your life, men in your life, who maybe you've never been able to fucking look at forgiving them ever, or even addressing it. And it might bring up a lot of emotion for you. And so just be mindful with yourself after this meditation, after this journey, because, as we're doing this healing work, we start to see what happens when we bring love and attention and awareness to those things that we've run away from in our lives, sometimes our entire lives. I didn't start doing, Divine Masculine healing work until my 30s. It takes courage. It really takes courage. So in this journey, just be mindful with yourself, and we're not just doing this for, ourselves. We're doing this for the collective. We're doing this for the collective human consciousness that we are a part of and that we coexist within. So just come into your heart, find a safe space where you can cry if you need to, where you can really feel emotion, and have some tissues nearby if need be, and be prepared to open your heart and expand. So finding yourself in a cozy and relaxed environment. Maybe you're sitting up or you're laying down. Just begin to focus on your breath. Softening your belly. And just letting your breath deepen. And as you're inhaling deeply, breathing in love, and with each exhale, just feeling your body relax even more. And when you feel yourself in the most blissful, peaceful state within your body, just begin to feel the reality in the room around you fade away. You feel yourself being transported into your secret and sacred garden. This is the place where you can come to recharge, to connect with your soul. It is your entry point into the spirit realms. Just begin to look around at your surroundings. Notice the colors, the smells, the feelings. Maybe you feel a warm breeze kiss your skin. You smell the fragrance of flowers on the air. You hear the sound of birds chirping in the background. And you see the beautiful sky above. This is the most beautiful garden you've ever been in. And towards your right, you see a beautiful bench. And just as you walk towards that bench, maybe it's placed in front of a little pond with fish inside of it. You can just go and find yourself seated on this bench. And as you relax on this bench, just listening to the birds and the bees humming in the background, feeling totally at peace, I want you to bring to mind one man from your life, living or passed on, whom you most need to forgive. As you bring this man to mind, I want you to begin to shrink this person down to their 4-year-old self. And as you start to presence their 4-year-old self, you hear a little rustle in the bushes. Looking over, you see a beautiful little child. This person, as their little child, begin to stroll towards you with a walk that only a child can do. Maybe they're skipping towards you or awkwardly approaching you. Just feel yourself smile as this little person comes really close and climbs up on the bench next to you. Just feel their innocence, their purity, their curiosity at the world around them. And this is your chance to talk with them, to ask them what happened in their life that influenced them to act the way that they did with you, that influenced your relationship. What happened in their life? What else does this little person want to share with you? And what would you like to speak and share and express to this little person, this little boy, so sweet, so innocent? Finally, this little boy has a gift for you, a peace offering. And as he hands it to you, he shares with you what it's for. Let's take a deep breath in here. Just releasing any emotion or tears or cries that you need to release, that you need to express. Finally, you can embrace this little person with a hug or a kiss or both before they run off back to the bushes to return to where they were before. And now I want you to bring to mind another person, another man in your life that you need to forgive. Perhaps this man is yourself, or perhaps it's your inner masculine. And as you bring this person to mind, you see them being shrunk down to their 4-year-old little self. Beautiful, sweet little boy. This little person begins to emerge from the bushes with flowers and animals. And they begin to walk up to you with a little grin on their face. And as they walk over to you, they climb up on the seat beside you. And they want to share some things with you that you need to hear. What do they need to say to you? Finally, they have a gift to offer you. And as they share this gift with you, they share the meaning behind it. Whether it's healing or activating or offered as a peace offering, they share with you the meaning behind this sacred gift that you take with love. Take this gift and place it somewhere in your body. And finally, let yourself embrace this little person with a hug and a kiss. Maybe tousling their hair before they walk off into the bushes. And now you're going to let yourself bring the entire earth into your awareness. And as you begin to place the earth in your awareness, you feel these little light bulbs, these little glowing orbs light up all around the earth. These all representing men on this planet at this time. And as you presence every single man on this planet, feel them and their energy combining into one orb of light. And this orb of light is the culmination of the divine masculine frequency. It is a culmination of the divine man on the planet. And as you see this representation in your mind's eye, you allow this shape to take form in the form of a 4-year-old little boy. And this little boy begins to enter your sacred garden. Walking towards you, he comes up and hoists himself onto the bench beside you. This little boy is the representation of every single man on this planet. Every single man in power. Every man that has been a good, solid man on this planet. Every man that has been abused or hurt or abandoned or wounded. Every single man that has been born into the planet at this time. As one who identifies as a man. Every little gay boy, bi boy. Every man who's felt confused about his gender, his sexuality, his orientation. Every man who has been hurt or mocked or suppressed because of his sexual orientation, or his views, or his beliefs, or his emotions. And this little boy needs to hear some words from you. What are you going to share with this little boy? This sweet, darling, innocent, pure little boy who just wants to play and be loved and accepted. What can you share with him? And finally, let yourself give him a gift and share with him the meaning of this gift. Take a deep inhale here and release with a sigh. And allow yourself to embrace this little boy before he takes off, returning to the hearts of men around the planet. Returning this gift to each and every heart bringing this gift into their being, into their soul. And just take a few moments here to integrate this experience that you've had. Is presencing in your body how much lighter you might feel, or how much more clear or free of burden or pain or grief. And finally, you can just start to twinkle your toes and wiggle your fingers slowly, bringing your awareness back into the room you're in, saying goodbye to your sacred garden for now. And now you might want to grab a journal or a piece of paper and just write down some reflections of what you experienced in this journey. And perhaps share it with myself or this group. Thank you for doing this work. Thank you for supporting the birthing of the divine masculine on this planet. It is through our hearts and love that we birth these frequencies so that we may rise together.